Anime Vanguards Update 2. The theme has finally been confirmed, and it is, by looks of it, Fate Stay Night. Because we've got Medusa from here. This is the writer from Fate Stay Night. I don't know if she's in anything else. So it's best to assume that we'll get units like Gilgamesh, Saber, maybe Archer, Caster, potentially. Oh fuck! What was the swordsman? Oh no, was that even in Stay Night? I don't even remember. Sasaki Kojiro, I think he was. I don't remember his role, but we could probably get him as well. So from an update 2, pretty big update. It should be a full size one. Expect at least maybe 6 or 7 units. Oh, I will say 5 or 6. We'll keep it on the lower side just so we don't increase our expectations too much. But it's a good source material. They can do a lot with it. All the effects will look nice, I imagine. These are cool units. The map would look great because remember, we had the Fate update for AA, and the map was pretty good. It was the house, I think Kiritsugu's house. We'll get oh no, well not really Kiritsugu. I guess we could get Shiro instead as a unit as well. Anything could happen, anything could happen. Any of these ones, whatever they'll do, I'm fine with Fate. Fate's fucking awesome. We get some fucking cool shit. But the reason I'm making this video is obviously to let people know, if somehow they're not in the Discord, maybe they haven't seen it, that basically confirmed we've got Medusa, Fate Stay Night. But also my personal expectations for Update 2, and I've made like a little list. Some things I'll go sort of in depth on, some things I won't. But I guess I'll just sort of put it out there to see maybe if the devs are watching, they can see, if some people agree with me, they can see that, oh, the community would probably want this, and maybe they'll go to implement it. Or maybe they already are working on it, because Update 2 is meant to be a big update. I've got high hopes. Let's hope that they meet them. But let's move on to these expectations. And I made a list so I don't sort of sidetrack off. First thing, pretty simple. Level rewards, 200, 250. I myself, I'm only level 107. I'm not even that high level. And I'm only, obviously, level stones only go up to level 100. So I'm only missing just one. But I've seen some people that are in like level 170, something crazy like that. And these people, there's so much reward, so much more rerolls that they've been given, which I imagine, it's Gilgamesh. Gilgamesh is giving level milestones. Gilgamesh is Fate Stay Night. Oh, he's not just, but you know what I mean. Could be. I imagine they'd do it. I don't see why they wouldn't. It should be something really easy to do. New lobby, like they said, they were going to work on. Personally, I think this current lobby is fine. I don't think there needs to be anything changed. And another thing, fix this bug where your stand is glitched into you. I'm not a fan of that one. But yeah, new lobby. Let's have something that looks great. I guess personally, like I said, wasn't something I was really looking forward to. Wasn't something I was really interested in. But if they're gonna do it anyways, sure, bro. Let's get out of the way. Let's make it out. New game mode, potentially infinitely scaling, such as Infinity Castle from AA, with better rewards higher up. Obviously, makes sense. And something that isn't Paragon, because that shit is trash. Lol. Yep. Exactly right. Paragon is just it's not even it's sort of, it was fun at the start. It's pretty boring now. The rewards aren't worth it. So if we want something, let's just make something better. You know what I mean? Let's just have something that feels funner to grind rather than Paragon. I don't know what I just did. Anyway, story event and legend stages for grind. That's what I want. Don't want raids. I don't want, fuck, what else could there be? Raids, legend stages, something else I'm missing. Anyway, doesn't matter. Legend stages it is. Add a story event, make it something permanent in the game. Beautiful. That's all we want. Okay, at least 5 new mythics, 1 or 2 secrets, or exclusives. Or are they called exclusives? Whatever they are. Again, minimum. Please at least do 5. At least 5. The subtrait feature I added here, just because they've been talking about it for a very long time. In certain interviews, like people like Andrevius mention it. But I'm not one who would really want subtraits at the moment. I think subtraits would create like a massive sort of like power creep within the game, because obviously you can have, if I actually don't even know what they're meant to be, but assuming you could have unique, and then you have like Godspeed as a subtrait, so you get buffs from Godspeed, something like that. But I don't know. I wouldn't really particularly want something like that just in the game just yet. I reckon I could say that for a future update. New battle pass, pretty straightforward. We've had this one for a while. People have probably already maxed it. If they haven't, what are you doing? But yeah, get that out. Trading. Now some people might disagree, but this is one of the ones that I will go in depth on. I've made like a whole economy plan for this, and what I think would be great. Obviously, they might not add it, and if they don't, sure, bro, go ahead. But I think it would definitely. I love trading in AA. I traded a fuck ton. So if they add that, that'd just be another layer to the game that I'd be interested into investing. Kickstart the economy, make mythics into secret units unobtainable, similar to Gin/Heathcliff. If you guys remember, in some updates in EA, there'd be banner units like Gin Shimaru or Heathcliff or I think Clay in the same sort of online update, where you would summon them and you could see like they'd be like limited, but there'd still be mythics, but they'd be limited. Obviously they still evolve into mythics, but I see like why would they make people like Gojo or Sakuna or Funny Valentine evolve into secrets if they're not playing them, making them unobtainable in the future? Because with people like, I guess Funny Valentine, he'll be there permanently because the raid will always be available since then they're not really removing that. Um, but someone like Gojo or Sakuna, they're based off these NPCs like this one, Cursed Shop, right here, right? So they could just literally, this is just all so don't you need fingers tool of Sakuna? I think that's right, isn't it? And you also need boss events, and boss events aren't always up. I guess they could make them permanently up because this event has ended. No, you can't even play it unless you can. I have no idea, but yeah, like something like this, Sakuna and Gojo. If you look at how do I look at actually where do I buy eyes right here? So you need these ones you buy eyes with. Obviously, they might not make them tradable, but I just don't see why not. Just add more units to the economy, make it bigger. And then guilds, self-explanatory. You want to play with your mates. You want to see in AA we had like the leaderboards for the damage. People would be farming damage to get obviously higher on the leaderboard. And we'd have like I remember towards the end of the game's life cycle, they had well I say that, but it's coming back soon, guys. It's coming back soon. They had like these little Overwatch ranks displayed next to their name, just with like your placement. So you'd have like I think if you were like top 3,000, you had like the platinum rank or some shit like that. But that's like it's just something it feels like you're working towards a goal. Obviously, there's going to be people with 10 people in their guild with all uniques, and they just fucking run infinite day for 24 hours a day farming damage, but it's still something. They could give out rewards. AA obviously didn't because they actually didn't really do much with their guilds. It's really surprising. But Anime Vanguards might have the chance to change that. So get to that. Get fucking to it. That'd be fucking great. But now I want to talk about the economy and my plan and now like how I would do the economy. Because I guess there's more. I'd probably be spending the majority of my time talking about this, but I legit made a separate document right here. So the economy plan, and this is every unit that I would have go tradable. So obviously we had the tournament all update 0, I guess you could say technically. Leaderboard unit, which is Broly. S and NS means shiny and non-shiny. So if you think about it, there'd be 2 Brolys being added into the economy. Obviously non-shiny Broly and then shiny Broly. Tournament units, Mekamaru, I don't know if he has a shiny, I wrote it right here. I actually have no idea, I barely play tournament. And then Mahito, obviously shiny and non-shiny. Haruka Rin, previous Battle Pass unit, the only buff unit in the game currently. I think, maybe there is a legendary one? I don't know, but I'm pretty sure she's the only one, and she's unobtainable. So making her go, obviously tradable would make so much more sense. They might even make a banner version of her. If you remember in AA, Oshi, she was a battle pass unit. You had to trade for her, but then they eventually made her into a banner unit for everybody to obtain pretty easily if you couldn't trade for her for whatever reason. She was really cheap, but again, they could do that. That's another unit that could be added into the they'll give her a blessing, make it distinguishable from a banner Haruka Rin to a tradable Haruka Rin, and give it obviously this value right there. Julius and Zion, obviously another 4 units right there. They're both the current battle pass, so I'm assuming that'll rotate out when the new update will come in. Toji, again, exclusive unit from update 1. I can see him going tradable. Now, I don't know if the Dandadan units will be rotating out next update. I feel like it would probably be a good idea because it's been 2 updates since they've released. There's been plenty of time for people for them to be pumped down into your economy because we don't want too many. You know what I mean? The event's easily macroable. You can easily get the spirits, so it's already the economy is going to be already a bit inflated. But at least if we stop it down early, it means it'll just be less and less of them. Diavolo obviously probably be like one of the top units in the game, probably right under Broly for a little while until they release more Vanguard units. The way I see Diavolo, I've seen people compare him to Dio over Heaven. I don't see that comparison as a Dio owner as well. I'd compare him more to like Roger, even though obviously the obtainment for Roger and Dio are the same, but it's just like the sort of time frame. There's been so many more plays on Anime Vanguards in the time span where Diavolo was available that there's probably a fuck ton. There's probably so many Diavolos that are currently in the game. I can't imagine him going for anything above maybe 200 rerolls for like reroll offers, maybe even a month down where trading would be added. Okarun, Seiko, Mimi, Queenie, these are just fucking fodder units. These could be just like your Kisames, your fucking your Kyokas, your Mamis, your Madoka, sort of these sort of lower tier units, and with the shinies being worth a little bit more. And obviously now that we're here, where I said, I already mentioned it earlier, but make banner units evolve from special NPCs, unobtainable, and tradable. Because why would you make them secret? The secret rarity is just sort of nothing. You know what I mean? Because they've sort of replaced what secret was in AA with the exclusive rarity, so it just feels it's just useless, right? So Itadori, obviously you can't summon him, and then make Sukuna tradable. So Sukuna, obviously there'll be a fuck ton of them. There's probably so many, but there'll never be any more. You know what I mean? Like, we can keep it to a minimum. Obviously, you can keep re-releasing the boss rush, but there'll be no obtainment for Sukuna. And that will give Itadori, base Itadori, more value as well, because Cursed Fingers are permanently obtainable. They're permanently obtainable from the infinite mode, so he's always there to get. If you trade for an Itadori and you don't want to pay more for Sukuna, sort of like, let me try to think of like someone who would buy the Roger Evo item on AA, and then trade for a non-shiny Roger, not non-shiny, non-evolved Roger for less, and then evolve him himself, because then it's just like he already bought the item. That's sort of the equivalent I see with it. Gojo, same exact thing. They could do the same exact thing with Itadori, and then obviously eventually Funny Valentine, I don't think, I said this right here, but I was thinking about it more, and Funny Valentine, all of the units, all of the way to evolve him, it's all permanently available stuff, so I don't really see him sort of fitting into that category, but then obviously Diego, he's exclusive, so he'll probably fit into that category pretty well. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like those are probably, I can't think of, if you guys have any more like things that you would want to see from the update, please leave it in the comments below. But like, this is all I've thought of. This just seems right. And some might say it's not enough for a massive update like this. I think it's plenty. I think as long as the units are fucking sick, we get plenty of them, new shit to play, and we add new layers to the game with, like I said, trading, guilds. The game will feel a lot more fleshed out and have a lot more shit to do. So yeah, I don't know. If you guys any opinions, comments are right there. I hope this update comes out within the next year. Sorry, within this year. So we've only got what 15, 16, 17 more days. I don't know if it's 31st of December or 30th. I can't remember. But yeah, Fate Stay Night. Pretty cool. Also, just before I go, I just remembered. I don't know. This looks like it'd be Fate Stay Night, but if you remember, what in the Steel Ball Run update, some of the devs had like they changed their banners to like Steel Ball Run. These, like this one right here, that's just Gilgamesh. That's probably Fate Stay Night. The Ishtar. I remember someone saying that there was a leaked Ishtar model. Ishtar is not Fate Stay Night, so I don't know what's happening there. If they're gonna make her a secret or something, or maybe they'll just make it just a Fate update in general, which I think would be kind of silly because you can make a Fate Granddaughter 0.5 pretty easily. You know what I mean? Have like a Gilgamesh caster and shit like that. A Mash Kyrie light, stuff like that. But yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty keen for this update. I hope it'll be fucking good, and I'll see you guys later.